Hey guys, Mist here again for another video today, and we are back, and it has been a while, so I'm just gonna get this out of the way really quickly as I start the simulation in this video. I have been extremely busy this past week. I've been forced to study a lot. Well, not forced, but I've been needing to study a lot because my schoolwork has been piling upon me, and it has not been great. So I'm extremely sorry about that. I also just started hockey this week. So, yeah, it has been quite something. This past week has definitely been something I was not ready for. I did not think I was going to be so busy now. But now that school is in and also hockey is starting, this could be, honestly, it could make my life a lot harder to upload. That's for sure. So, we'll have to wait and see, but yeah, we'll see how everything goes. So let's just get into this episode. So we are back. We are back with our Houston Vikings franchise mode. So I'm gonna give Yoshimura the third line ice time since Boucher just got injured. I think Lon can take faceoffs. Yes, he can. So Lon for Shaw. We'll just switch them out. All right, and back to the Sims. So we started off the sim not great. We are 2-4-0, 2-5-0, 2-6-0. Boucher is now back as well. All right. Actually, do I want to keep Yoshimura on the third line? I don't know. Is Boucher left wing? Yes, he is. All right. So Boucher. We'll put there. So Brown. You know what? Brown doesn't have to play center. We'll put Yoshimura on the third line center. Lund on the fourth line center then, and Boucher on the... Oh, wait, no, I had it like that because he's listed as a third liner. Yeah. Is Aberg listed as a third liner as well? Yes, he is. All right, so yeah, I had it like that for a reason. I was going to say, I'm like, why did I have it like that? But yeah, we'll just keep it like that then, I guess. All right, that's good. So, all right, continue with the sim, and hopefully we can start getting some wins. There we go. Boucher gets back in the lineup, and we got a win over St. Louis. Our record isn't too great right now. We definitely had a better record when we started the episode. I think we were like 14-9-2 or something, but it's okay. If we hit 20 wins before we hit 20 losses in general, that would be extremely nice, and look to hopefully have a decent season this year. We are in the 2019-2020 season, obviously, so quite a few years down the road now. And we went on a bit of a winning streak there. I think we were on a 3 or 4 win streak right there. So, you know what? Not too bad. That was pretty good. Aberg has been injured until March 22nd. It's a few weeks, I think. You know what? We'll just put Shaw on the third line then. What is he listed as right now? Let's see. He's listed as a fourth liner, but I did see him complain about ice time there. Yeah, okay, well, yeah, he can play third line then, even though, yeah, whatever. We'll just keep it like that, and hopefully Shaw's ice time shouldn't be too bad. So, actually, no, we lose Boucher for a couple of months. Okay, I was thinking we were already in March, but no, we're actually in January. Or not Boucher, we lose, who was it? Aberg. Yeah, we lose Aberg for like 2 months, which is kind of upsetting, although we're not doing too bad. We're getting a lot of points still. Brandon Peary and a fifth for a third. Don't want Brandon Peary. Thank you, though, New York. We got a decent record right now, though. I am definitely enjoying that, man. I feel so different. I haven't recorded a video in like a week, and I feel really bad for it. I am not used to not uploading for such a long period of time, but let's see. We still, you know what, we're still not doing too bad. I do want to see where we are, though. Devon Shore waiver claim. Can I see his stats? He's injured right now, but I mean, we could use him. He's a good defensive player. He's good offensively as well. He is actually a really good two-way player. He's 25, but 78 years old. 78 overall is not bad. I will definitely claim him. So let's stop the sim. So we claim Shore, and now let's see. We are in fourth right now. We are ahead of the Blackhawks by 1 point, ahead of the Wild by 2 points. So it's a pretty close division right now. Pasternak leading the team in points, 42 and 51 is not bad, that's for sure. So let's see, what am I going to do here? Still no growth out of DeBrincat and DeBrusk. How are they doing, though? That is, 38 points for DeBrusk and 34 points for DeBrincat, so they're both doing good still. I would kind of like to see more out of DeBrincat since he is playing with Johansson and Pasternak. Pasternak obviously has the most points on the team, so you know what? Actually, Johansson and Pasternak are tied for the same points. Now, here, let's see. So, Shaw, you know what? Instead of Shaw, I think we'll put in Shore, but is he in the NHL? No, he's not. All right, well, let's just change this around. Let's see. Maybe Shore could play in the AHL. I mean, he could definitely make that AHL team a little bit better. Markkinen is up to a 76. Has he grown at all? Honestly, don't know. Also, Zadina, a 75, all right. Sure, he is injured right now, so, I mean, realistically, I don't have to play him. He is on the last year of his deal, which is good. I did notice that. That's another reason why I picked him up. Like, why not? All right, so, sure. Where do I want to play him? He's listed as a depth forward, which means, you know what? I could call him up and play him for injuries instead of playing freaking, where is he? Logan Shaw. Logan Shaw, yeah. So instead of playing Logan Shaw, actually he's been doing pretty good. 6 points in how many games? 13 games. It's actually not bad. Maybe I won't get rid of him then. What am I gonna do then? You know what? Kapanen, he's listed as a depth forward still. Could I send Kapanen down? No, he's on waivers. I can't do that. Can't send Shore down because he's on waivers as well. All right. And Shaw, could I send down? No, I couldn't. I don't know what I'd do then. Lund, even though I wouldn't want to send Lund down. All right. I should not have called Shore up, apparently. So, you know what? Shore, not Shaw. Let's send Shaw down then, and we'll see if he gets claimed. Did he get claimed? He did not. All right, so edit lines. Let's see. I know it's a sad time. He left. It's fine, guys. It's not that big of a deal. Let's go. Shore. We'll add him in. He is injured right now, but I think he might be fine. He has the injury symbol there, so Vanainen, has he been growing? I think so. Can't check their stats. Let's see. Come on, there we go. Has he been growing? I think so. I think he has grown overall. Barber, he's been growing stat-wise. Reese, he's been growing stat-wise. Jocelyn, he's grown. I'm pretty sure he was a 60 or something around. Then Salo has been growing as well. Okay, so you know what? Who could I take out of this? Maybe I feel like I should take out Salo, and then we will play Shaw in the AHL. That will make our AHL team a little bit better as well. Defensively, I think we'll keep it the same the way it is. All right, goaltending, how is Luukkonen doing? Hey, 74 overall. He's already got some stats that are NHL ready, like that glove high and the breakaway. That is interesting. He's definitely not ready, though. He's still listed as a minor starter goalie, so we'll keep him there. Herbath, I don't know if he's grown at all, which is fine. It's not the biggest problem. It's not really a problem at all, to be fair. They're doing really good, though. Actually, Vanainen has the most points. Interesting. 40 points in 51 games. And Pasternak, 42 and 51. So let's see. Where can I go to see the progress reports? There we go. That's what I was looking for. And we'll see how everyone has been doing. So, any noticeable growth? Shattenkirk actually went up in overall. So did Johansson. So did Doughty, actually. Doughty's up to a 92. That makes him even better, which is always nice, that's for sure. Ranta is up to an 83. Hischer's up to an 83. That's good. Is that actual growth or is that just stats? I think that might be actual growth, which is really good. Brown's up to an 80. DeBrusk and DeBrincat, they have not changed. Yoshimura's up to a 79. Aberg's up to a 79. Lon's up to a 79. He was a 77 at the start. Carlson's down to a 78. I'm assuming it's just because he got injured. Again, I think, maybe. I don't know. Shore has went down as well, but I think it's just because we just claimed him. Hallmark has gone up as the backup. He's actually now listed as a backup. I don't think he was a medium backup before, so that's interesting. Kapanen hasn't changed. Prosser hasn't. Actually, yeah, Prosser went up to. Oh, no, sorry. No, yeah, Prosser hasn't changed. All right, let's check the AHL, or yeah, in the system, I guess. Barber went up to a 77. Markkanen has grew. Zadina has grown. Valimaki has grown. So has Luukkonen. So has Liljegren. So has Johansson. So has Hag. So has Vanainen. So has Reese. Korolev has grown a lot. Wow, he was a 55 overall and is now a 66. I didn't even realize he was that, or it was that big of a jump. Wow, okay. Radcliffe and Salo, McIsaac, Ruzicka, Jocelyn, Arnott, he's gone up 3 overall, low elite, so, that's good. He went undrafted, I believe, right? Can I see it from here? No, I can't. Kessel, he's grown. Sturm hasn't changed. He's not playing, though. Shorstrom, Almond. Well, where is Herbass? Herbass. He has not changed at all. All right. Well, Herbass, you never know. Herbass is one of those players that we could use him as a trade acquisition, potentially. You never know. It could happen, that's for sure. Ranta as the starter. I mean, yeah, I don't know. He went up to an 83, but it's really not going to change his value that much or anything. So, all right. Well, let's see. How is the entire team doing? I just want to see stats really quickly, and then I think we'll continue the sim. I would kind of like to finish the sim in this episode, but we'll wait and see. So Pasternak and Johansson, both 42 points, but -6 and -1. That is not good. Our first line are minus players. That is definitely not good. Yeah, our entire first line are minus players. So, defensively, wow. DeBrincat's really bad defensively. Johansson is probably the best defensive player there. Well, actually, I mean, it depends, I guess. Pasternak and Johansson are pretty even defensively. DeBrusk, though, a +21 on that second line. Actually, their second line is doing really good. DeBrusk, Burakovsky, and Hischier. DeBrusk, how are his defensive stats? They're actually some of the best on the team. Shore's a -5, although he hasn't been playing with us the entire time. McDonough, Yoshimura's a -5. Aberg's a lot of our players are minus players. How is Ranta doing? He's got a .917 save percentage and a .933 save percentage for Allmark. You know what? I think I will turn auto-rotate goalies off because it must be on. It must be. Let's see. Settings, yeah. Also, I'm trying to think. It's been so long. Did I ever show you guys the awards? I honestly don't know. I'm trying to think. I feel like I haven't. So, you know what? I think I will. Oh man, I feel really bad. I feel like this is just not a good episode at all. I feel like it's not entertaining, and I am very sorry about that. I don't know. So, Minnesota, after the three-peat, won the Stanley Cup. Columbus won the President's Trophy. Minnesota won the Clarence, and they faced the Panthers in the final. Art Ross went to Ovechkin last season. The Hart went to Ovechkin last season. The Norris went to Morgan Riley. Lady Bing went to Patrick Kane. Calder went to Patrick. Obviously, Hischier won it last year, which is good. Conn Smythe went to Dubnik. Vesna went to Murray. Jennings also went to Murray. Bill Masterton went to Merrill. Selke went to Kopitar. Lindsay the Lindsay went to Ovechkin, and the Rocket Richard Trophy also went to Ovechkin. All right. So we checked the stats. That's good. And we checked the awards. Now let's continue the sim. You know what? We're not doing too bad. Definitely would like some more wins, though. That's for sure. I mean, I don't know. When is our next divisional opponent? San Jose. No, San Jose is in our conference. I don't know. Well, we have a few Western Conference games here soon, so let's move up. Devon Shore is ready to be played. Yeah, whatever. I already have him in the lineup. It's fine. 4-0 win over the Islanders. That's a big win. That is nice. We lose to the Flyers now, but they're from the East, so that's not terrible. Tyler Ennis. I mean, I don't really think I need a player like Tyler Ennis on this team. How good is he right now? 79 overall. Not doing too bad, but I really don't think I need to bring anybody in right now. Not really a third liner, at least. Although you never know, I could always bring in someone. John Mitchell, 1 year left, 73 overall. Really don't think I need him. I'll just decline that. Thank you, though. He might be better, but still, I'm not too worried about it. Is that Craig Smith or Colin Smith? Craig Smith, all right. Not a bad player, that's for sure. He is getting paid a lot. He's not that great. He's not doing that great either. Is he really worth our third rounder, though? I don't think so. So you know what? I will decline that trade. Gabriel Carlson has been injured again with a mild concussion to the end of the month. Gabriel Carlson gets injured a shit ton, and it really sucks. I'm not gonna lie. Prosser will get the third line time. I shouldn't have done it like that. I should have switched out Ouellet, because I remember I put Ouellet on the second pairing whenever Carlson gets injured, because Carlson's the only one that gets injured normally. Can we beat Edmonton? As the sim takes a long time. All right. Interesting. A trade offer for Mike Hoffman, who is obviously a really good player. He's got phenomenal stats, and being an 85 overall, listed as a second liner, he has 26 goals. He actually could be going on a career high. He's a plus 30. The Senators aren't necessarily sellers right now, but you know what? I'm going to write this trade down. We could come back to this. Hoffman for a first, and a third, I should say. For a first and third. You know what? Oh, no, sorry. Hoffman and a third for our first. So, you know what? This could be interesting. This could definitely be a possible trade. Hey, that could be a really big first liner to bring in, and that could really help us going on this playoff run. That's for sure. Now, that is really interesting. Mike Hoffman. I'm just trying to think. Like, I know where I'd put him, but I'm just trying to think who else would I change in this lineup. And wow, now Nate Prosser has been injured until like 2 days after. 2 days after Carlson comes back, so we're gonna have to call a defenseman up, which kind of sucks. Valimaki, I guess we will call up. He is our best defenseman on paper, at least. Mine are top two. You know what? I mean, he's not great, but we'll give him some time, I guess. Well, oh man, I was not prepared to get two defensemen injured here, so let's change this around. So we'll give him the third pair time. Substitute into all lines. He's listed as a 74 now. He just dropped there. So let's go back to the AHL. We will put in... Wow, Korolev has grown even more. Holy shit. What a sick defenseman he has been. So you know what? Instead of... Okay, wait. Let's scratch Korolev for Salo. Salo can play third pair. Then instead of Afanajanov... actually, no. We'll keep Afanajanov there, but we'll give Korolev the top two ice time with Liljegren since he's been growing so much. Johansson's been growing a decent amount as well, which is also good. So you know what? Defense looks a little weaker in the NHL, but you never know. Maybe that could help us. Richard Panik for a third and a prospect. Richard Panik, I mean, 2 years left, $3 million. That's not too bad of a contract. He's a pretty solid player, listed as a third liner. He's not that great in a -11, so don't know how I feel about that. So we're gonna stop the sim, and I definitely won't finish the simming in this episode, but we are tied for third place right now with Nashville. Nashville has a game in hand, though. We are both at 66 points. So let's see. Let's check the trade block. Let's browse the trade blocks, and we'll see who is on the block that we could bring in. So nobody on Anaheim. Arizona, nobody too interesting. Philip Grubauer, I don't need to bring back. Calgary, no. Trevor Van Riemsdyk isn't a bad player. I don't know how I feel about his contract, though. Keith, Seabrook, and Anisimov are all on the block, but I really don't think it's worth taking on Keith's or Seabrook's contract, especially not Seabrook's contract. Seabrook's contract is absolutely disgusting. Now, Anisimov definitely wouldn't be bad. I'm assuming he's listed as a second liner. Yes, he is. He's a very good defensive player. So, Anisimov, we'll remember him. Nick Holden, no thank you. Sonny Milano, no. Detroit, Henrik Zetterberg. I mean, he's getting paid a lot. Second liner, he's doing good. He's only a -1. It's listed as an exact top 9 forward. Is that 41, sorry, yeah, 41 points. So, I mean, he's still not doing too bad. It's a possibility. Maybe we could bring Zetterberg here as well. So, you know what? Let's write down Anisimov and Zetterberg. Now, I just don't know who else is on the block. So, I'm looking more for a forward. I really don't think we need to bring in a defenseman. But if there's an interesting defenseman we could bring in, then we definitely could. Tyler Bozak, I don't know, he's not bad. Wow, he's actually having a really good season, 48 points for him. Actually, other than last season, that would be like a career high season for him. Other than obviously the last season he had a phenomenal season in 2018-2019. Now, Bozak maybe is not the most interesting player, but you never know. We could bring him in. Benoit Grilou is up to a 77 at 20 years old, so apparently I should have made that trade a while back. Jason Spezza, Chris Kreider, and Jonathan Marchessault. Chris Kreider is on is on the last year of his deal, which is interesting. So is Jason Spezza. Chris Kreider, though, how's he doing? Not great. Neither is Spezza. Marchessault's doing the best out of the three, so I don't know how I feel about that. Anton Forsberg, Steve Mason, no thank you. Is Hoffman still on the block? We'll have to see. Let's trade for Dion Phaneuf. We're not actually going to, but is Hoffman still on the block, or was he traded? No, he is still on the block. He's got very low value as well. Wow, Colin White's up to an 86. Jesus. Who is this? Joseph Hebert. Or Hebert? Yeah, Hebert, sure, I don't know. Hoffman, though. He is still on the block. We'll have to wait and see. I'm not going to obviously trade for Dion Phaneuf. I do not want that. Thank you very much, though. Let's go back to the trade block, and we'll go back to or whatever team is next after Ottawa. Let's see. We got the Flyers. They got Michael Neuwirth there. Pittsburgh. They have prospects. Marc-Edouard Vlasic. Now, I said I didn't need to bring in a defenseman, but obviously not a contributor offensively. But damn, our top 4D would be amazing if we were to bring in Marc-Edouard Vlasic. Now, where he would fit, where he would play, I don't know. I was going to say maybe second or maybe top pair, but I'd rather do second pair for him, to be honest, because we have our two most offensive defensemen on the top pair. So, like, I think I'd keep Doughty and Shattenkirk together, but then we'd have McDonough and Vlasic in the top four. Then we'd have Ouellette, but what about Benning and Carlson? I mean, you never know. Maybe we could use Carlson in that trade since he just hasn't grown for us. Like, we could use Carlson, but, like, what else would we have to give up here? I really don't know. It would have to be maybe one of these low elite prospects. I'd rather not do Reese or Markkanen. Arnott, though, I mean, we picked him up from free agency. We could use, like, wow, yeah, okay, that just wouldn't happen. It's just not enough value there. I don't think Vlasic is a possibility, but I'll write him down as well. Hoffman, I did forget to write down Hoffman's name. So we'll write those two down, and let's see again. Let's go back to the trade block, and also aim to end this episode before 30 minutes. So let's see. St. Louis, nothing on the block. Prospects on the block. Nikita Shoshnikov, he's not the greatest player to bring in. Louis Eriksson, no thank you. Vegas, Corey Crawford is on Vegas. I mean, we could bring in a starter. He would definitely be a rental. He's not doing very good, but how good is the record of Vegas? I mean, I can't see it from here. I don't know. I'm assuming they just aren't great. Winnipeg just have goalies. Still have goalie problems, evidently, in Winnipeg. So, I mean, to be honest, the most interesting player would be Mike Hoffman. I don't know. Like, I mean, Anisimov, he's more of a defensive player. Zetterberg, we kind of get that a little bit less offense, but more defense player. And then Vlasic, I just don't think is possible for what I want. Now, I don't know what I'd have to give up. I mean, I could realistically, I could just go with a prospect or a draft pick. So, you know what? Why not Arnott? Why not Arnott? Ratcliffe, 65 at 21 is really not great. Almond, who was another prospect who we signed, that was undrafted this season. Combs, no, we'll keep him. Ramsey, actually Dmitriev instead. 58 at 21 isn't great, so it's not Maroon, though. Let's see, Mike Hoffman. Now, it's not really that even. We'd probably definitely have to give up more, maybe like a third rounder. But I feel like this would enhance our team a huge amount, to be honest with you. So, you know what? We will risk it, and we will use this year's third as well. Now, I'm not going to make this trade go through yet. I'm going to wait. I'm going to need some feedback from you guys. So, what do you think of this trade? Low elite Arnott, who, I mean, you never know. It's a gamble. He is a low elite. But we picked him up from free agency. He's 20 years old. He's only, 62 overall? I mean, he's definitely not the greatest, so, it's questionable. Also, Yuri Dmitriev, who's a medium top 9 potential. It's just not that great 5th-round pickup from us last season as well. I mean, he's got some decent value, but 21 years old, 58 overall. Is worse than Arnott, and older than Arnott, and also a worse potential than Arnott. I feel like Dmitriev, since he has that much value, he has more value than the third, roughly. Actually, it might be the same, but I think he would just be worth it. And then we use our third this year as well for that trade. Well, Hoffman's on an expiring deal, so you know what? Let me know what you guys think of this trade. Even though these Senators aren't really sellers, they might be in the next episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please let me know what you think I should do about this trade. I think bringing in Mike Hoffman could really help our first line. We'll have to switch some lines around, but we'll have to wait and see when the time comes. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you all did enjoy, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye. I'm back, baby.